Welcome in. So this weekend, the Brentwood alumni chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi is hosting Black Men's Health Series, The Impact of Mental Wellness. So joining me with more on this event are Dr. Cynthia Jackson and Clyde Pogue. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yes.
We appreciate it.
Prioritizing mental health, it's a big topic of conversation right now. Talk about the event this Saturday and what it's going to be all about.
Okay, well, this Saturday we're having an event on men's health. It's important that we talk about mental health with men. There are a lot of stigmas about going to receive mental health. So we just wanted to make sure we get the information out there. So the event is this Saturday, May 25th from 8:30 to 1 p.m. And we have a lot of nice panels to talk about with the audience, some really good information to share.
Amazing. And what would you say to those folks who are maybe on the fence about coming to the event this weekend, but they know they want to get help? What would you say to them?
I say they should come. A lot of people they are not so sure about mental health. They don't want to share. They want to bury things. We want to make sure that they understand it's not anything that you should be embarrassed about. It's just a way to receive help so you can cope and have strategies for a successful life.
And Clyde, talk to me about why you wanted to be a part of this event.
Well, I'm a licensed clinical social worker. Mental health hasn't been very kind to African Americans. In teaching social work, one of the terms that I taught my students about was called drapetomania. And I don't know if Dr. Jackson's familiar with it, but that was one of the terms that was used to describe the psychological condition that slaves had that make them want to run away from slavery. So it was different terms like that that stigmatized and made it so that African Americans were more inclined to use mental health because they oftentimes receive more severe diagnoses than other people that sought services for mental health. Mm-hmm. And oftentimes there were cultural differences between the people providing the services and the people that they were providing services to. It'd be kind of like me providing services to somebody on the Navajo reservation, and I never knew anything about Navajos, Mm-hmm. So we're saying that the conference that we're having is going to show African American men how they can use self-help techniques to provide self-help counseling for things that they're experiencing like trauma. We have a lot of people in our community who are trauma survivors, or grief, or loss, and we want to show them how the services that are provided at Dr. Jackson's clinic, which is the
Matthew
Walker Comprehensive Health Clinic, they can receive services there and by people who are culturally competent. And my fraternity, Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity, there are at least 4 different chapters in the Davidson County, Smyrna area, and we're like the premier male organization along with the 100 black men, and we want to make sure that people can come out and know that they're going to be receiving services and information from people who know what they're talking about and have been culturally trained and are sensitive to the kind of needs that they have.
Awesome. And is this the first year for this event, or has it been?
This is the first year that we did it. Okay. We decided to partner up with Matthew Walker this year because they did it last year on mental health. Mm-hmm. And so the Kappas and Matthew Walker are doing it this year. And later on in the year, we plan on having a conference that's going to deal with the physical health. I don't know if you're familiar with some of the work done by Dr. David R. Williams, who is the director of public health at Harvard. He did a study, and you can get it on YouTube. He did a study that shows how racism affects the health of African Americans. And so we want to bring, hopefully we'll be able to bring Dr. Williams here to talk about his research and his study.
Amazing. Well, thank you both so much for being here. And this event, again, is this Saturday, May 25th. So for the full segment, just go to our website, WKRN.com, and click on the Newsmaker tab.